How about the fact that you're like 3 feet taller than me?
I like that, actually.
I am a mocha mom, and I am back with HmG for another hair update. I am so proud of you right now. Look at your hair. I thought we would never get here. Now that we're here, I can tell you that I thought we would never, ever get here. In the beginning, I thought to myself, I can't believe the things I was thinking to myself. I thought to myself, this is so hard. I feel like I'm living this all over again. I don't want to live this all over again, meaning the adjusting to natural hair after dealing with straight hair. And I saw you struggling to get here. And I said to myself, maybe I should blow her hair out. Maybe I should straighten her hair. Is all of this stress and frustration even worth it? I mean, I get it. I totally get the choice just to wear your hair straight. I get it. But I'm happy to say that if you do want to wear your hair in its natural state, watching you go through the process has completely revitalized my belief that if you want to do it, it's a process. There are ups, there are downs, but it can be done. Because look at your hair. You braided it yourself. You washed it yourself. You detangled it yourself. You parted it yourself. Look at these teeny tiny braids. You did it yourself. You did this all yourself. And it looks fantastic. How do you feel?
I feel actually really good. At first, when I first started braiding it, it was like kind of hard and really frustrating. It took a while to hang on. But actually, as the more I did it, it actually started being like a lot of fun, believe it or not. And I started enjoying myself.
You used to say you hated working with your hair. Like you didn't understand the point. But now you're saying it got to be a little bit fun.
I just had to get the hang of it, you know. It's really hard at first because it was new to me. It was really big to me, like, wow, I'm doing my own hair. This is so scary, sort of. But once I feel like I got the hang of it, I feel like I learned a couple of valuable lessons. So.
Well, here's one thing that's interesting because, you know, just like I'm sharing tips with people on this YouTube channel and on my blog, you know, I shared ideas with you about what to do, how to detangle, what tools to use. But at the end of the day, you had to come up with your own system, your own method. You had to change things around to kind of figure out what to do. Because I remember one time you came out of the bathroom and there was a piece of hair like this long hanging off the end of your hair. Literally like this long.
It was not.
Okay? Literally this long. Okay? Like 2.5 inches long. And you had tried to take out a braid or a twist or something, and I guess you started doing it from up here instead of from the ends, and you literally ripped that much hair off, and that much hair was still braided while the strand that it was hanging off of was loose. And all I could think to myself is, she's doing this all over her head. She's ripping her hair out all over her head. Because at the beginning of your process, at the end of the summer, like kind of early fall, we cut off about 3 inches to start you off. And then I'm thinking to myself, that was bad enough because I thought the shorter hair would be easier for you to work with. And then I'm thinking, now you're giving yourself random haircuts by, you know, during detangling. But you figured out a way to detangle that worked better for you. You said you used the back end of the comb?
Yes. What would happen before is that like she said, I would start like in the middle of the braid to start to take out the braid instead of like at the very end. And I would create knots, and I didn't know how to like get the knots out, so I would rip it out of my hair. So, okay, yeah. So instead,
after all my careful work.
After that, I learned not just to use the comb to start at the very, very end to take it all out. And also, when I get knots, I learned how to like work it out using the tail of the comb. And Yeah, so I didn't lose as much hair this time when I braided it.
But you still got plenty of hair left. You still
Yeah.
got a lot of hair left. You know, you've been wearing twists, so they've been shrunken. So you know,
Yes, very, very shrunken.
you know, this way, I think the shrunken twist was making me feel like, man, she's losing hair every day. But to see it stretched out a little bit, I'm like, okay, there's some hair left. There's still some hair left. I'm not against short hair, but I'm not feeling 100% about just randomly ripping it out as you're doing it. You know, but I've learned to let your hair go. You know, even though I was, as your mom, I was doing your hair. It was your hair, but it was my hair. But now it's truly your hair. It's your hair. I have to respect what you want to do. You want to do a side part, and it looks fantastic. I was partial to a center part on you, but I had to let that go. You look fantastic with a side part.
Wait, you didn't like this part?
No, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I was always partial to a center part. But you made a believer out of me that you look fantastic in a side part.
You suggested it to me. Remember? You're like, oh, do you want to do a side part? I was like, no. And then you were like, okay.
But now you prefer the side part. You look good.
Yeah.
You look really good. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I never expected it to be so emotional. For me, I really didn't. But
she's about to break out in tears.
No, I'm not. Yeah, but I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I feel like my work is done, but I can't take credit. I feel like we both kind of jumped on the roller coaster and went for a ride. You know, I can't take credit, but I thank you for your patience with me. All right. Anyway, just wanted to give that update. Hope that helps somebody. Be blessed.